Hey, what's up garden friends? Jeff here, Tropical Plant Party. How's everybody doing? I hope you're good. I am great. Planting up a pumpkin. So, as I've mentioned in some of my other fall craft Halloween-y type videos I've been doing, I picked up a whole bunch of different things I want to use as containers at Michael's Crafts. Several weeks ago, they had a really big sale that was like buy one, get one 50% off. And for years, I've wanted to get a Cinderella type pumpkin or just like a squat type pumpkin and fill it up with succulents. The problem though is the ones they had that had the really fun stems, which is one of the things that I think makes the Cinderella pumpkin so cool, is, well, they were foam, so you couldn't hollow them out. I mean, you could with a hot knife. I don't have one, I don't feel like buying one. And they were painted very horribly. I think I'll maybe have a clip of that. Like you could see the paint streaking down. It just wasn't pretty. So this was the best I could do. This is still a really fun and easy thing to do. I love planting up these hollow fake pumpkins every year. I do some with mums and then I try and do some little ones with succulents, but I've wanted to do a big one for a really long time. That's enough talking. Time to cut this thing open. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take my knife and I'm gonna try and cut it just where it starts to drop back below so that there's still some area that's lifted up here. I'm gonna do that all the way around with my knife facing away from me, of course. Okay, this is too dangerous to do on camera. I need to get it at a safe angle, so I'll be right back when I have this cut off of here. All right, so there it is, got the top off of there, and it smells very, very chemically in there. Guess that's not really a surprise, and I almost forgot, I do wanna go ahead and put some holes in the bottom of this. I would normally use a drill bit, but I'm here with the knife and, oh wow, that's beautiful. Sorry, distracted. Oh, look it. Yeah, can you tell? Oh, distracted by shiny things. So, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a hole in this. I'm just gonna cut it out with the knife. I actually have been trying to peel this sticker off. It's not going anywhere. So it lives here now. It's part of the pumpkin. I'm okay with that. You can't see it anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just use the knife. Since I have it right here, it's just easier that way. But like I said, normally I would use a drill. Yeah, this works just fine. All right, there we go. You can see right through there. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Trying to pull some of those looser pieces out of there, but that'll do. I just wanted to make sure there's a place for the water to escape. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and get this filled up with some soil. This is just an all-purpose potting mix that I've added a little bit of perlite and sand to help it drain more sharply. Then I'm making sure to pack that up into the corners so there's no air pockets in there. All right, now for the fun part, let's go ahead and start popping some succulents in here. There's no particular order or pattern I'm going for here. I'm just gonna throw everything together, and everything I'm using should blend together really well. I don't have a ton of multiples of things, so I'm just gonna go ahead and forget about symmetry. That's not what I'm doing here. With the variety of succulents I have left to work with, I would just drive myself absolutely crazy if I got hung up on symmetry. Okay, well, aside from needing to water this in and clean it up, I'm pretty much done here. I packed this full to the brim. Remember, this is temporary, and then when it's time to not have fall decor out, I can pull this apart and use these for other things. Only issue I'm having here is that I'm actually not crazy about the echeveria in the middle. The middle should have more height. It's because I have these two neon breakers on the other side standing up higher that's really throwing it off balance. I have an aloe that would look really cool in there, but I think I might have to take the entire thing apart to pull that off. I don't know. I'm gonna fidget with it and see what I can do. There we go. I like that a lot better. That echeveria was really, really pretty, but the middle needed height. That was gonna drive me crazy. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna just use a spray bottle, I think, to kind of mist the dirt out of here, and then I'll come back and talk about what's in here. And wash my hands. Ugh. The winds are really starting to pick up here. So I went ahead, I cleaned this up. This is kind of the disadvantage to it being a white pumpkin, is that, well, every speck of dirt you can see is going to show on here, but over time, I'll be able to get that cleaned up nice and it won't be a big deal. There were actually a few other embellishments I had thought about adding to this. Like I picked up this pick from the craft store. You know, you want to keep it kind of cute and kitschy. You could do that. I don't know. I'm not actually crazy about that. I think that this looks nice like that. But I did pick up this berry garland. And with this, I could take this and wrap it just around everything like so. The only problem with that, obviously I would tidy it up more than that. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. But no, the problem with that is that, one, I have these tiny little sedums planted under here and it's going to squish those, and Because I don't actually have perfect symmetry in here, I don't want to put something that's perfectly round all the way around it. I think that that's going to throw it off. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and cut this up into little branches. I'm not going to cut up the entire thing, just a few pieces. And this would work better if I was actually using wire cutters, but I don't feel like going and getting them. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've cut up a few different pieces. Some are bigger, some are smaller, none are in focus. I'm gonna come in here and put the bigger pieces towards the middle. And then I'm gonna use these smaller pieces to tuck around randomly, not trying to establish any type of pattern. Yeah, I actually don't like the big ones in the middle. Go ahead and put those on the sides over here. There we go, I like that. Brought some softer colors in there, a little bit of a fall accent to everything. I like it. Actually, I like it with or without it, to be honest. I ended up pulling them out. I don't know. Sometimes I just like to play around with things in the videos a little bit. Sometimes they stay, sometimes they go. It's really more just to kind of show my thought process. I also had some sheet moss that I was thinking about stuffing in here. Like I mentioned before, I think that the sedum's kind of filling in all those gaps, so I don't need to do that. I don't know. Now I wish they were there. Doesn't matter. I can put them in and out at ease, no big deal. What I really wanted to do with this was to tuck some fairy lights in there. That would have been really cool, but I don't have any batteries, so I'm not gonna bother with that right now, but I will be doing that later, and I'll put that up on my Instagram at Tropical Plant Party, probably the same day this video comes out. All right, but now the fun part, let's talk about the plants. I don't have a name for absolutely everything that's in here. Some of them were just assorted succulents, unfortunately, like this aloe. I think it's called like coral reef or shark tooth or reef tooth or something like that, but I can't remember. I don't like to give a name if I don't have a tag. But what I do have labels for are these aloes. There's one on each side. These white guys, I split them in half as you saw earlier. This is the aloe blizzard aloe. It's an aloe hybrid. All of these were actually in my succulent haul not too terribly long ago, so I will make sure that that's linked at the end of the video if you want to watch that to get, you know, a better look at some of these guys. These echeverias I have planted on each side, those are the Neon Breakers echeveria. Let me see if I can't find their pot so you can see their label. There you go. It's dirty, but it's echeveria Neon Breakers. There it is. That echeveria gets pretty darn big, but oh, look at the mess I made. There we go. We'll turn it back to make it pretty again. That's better. This echeveria gets pretty big. This isn't going to be together for that long though, maybe a couple months. I'll be pulling this apart around Thanksgiving time and doing some other things with these succulents. These sedum looking guys right in here, it's not actually a sedum, that's a grappida sedum. The variety is called California Sunset. Taller kind of spiky looking guys here, that is a type of Crassula tetragona, that's the miniature pine tree. I like the texture and the depth that those added. I think that having them stand up looked kind of nice. And also have the miniature jade in here, which is Crassula ovata compacta, which is toxic, just something I need to point out there, so I have to make sure that this entire planter is out of reach of all of my pets, particularly my cats. And these little tiny delicate little variegated guys that are planted kind of in the nooks and crannies. That's Crassula marginalis rubra variegata. It's a creeper, a trailer, somewhat of a trailer that is. Fills out nicely. I'm not expecting these to do much in the way of growing, so that doesn't really matter. Not in the short amount of time that they're going to be in this planter anyways. Okay, I think that's everything. Did I miss anything? I can't even keep track of what's in here. Oh, these guys. These little guys in the front, these tiny little sedums that add an awesome texture, and the reason I don't need to put moss in here. That is Sedum Fine Gold Leaf. That's the name on that guy. Oh, and there are some Sedum Firestorms tucked in here. That's Sedum Adelphia. I don't know where their pot went, but it's called Sedum Firestorm. Very common, very easy to find information on. And then trailing, oh, hey, hi, get in focus, please. There was one thing that really bugged me about this pumpkin, and it's that it had these really ugly seams on each side, and they were driving me crazy. So I went ahead and I pulled these Othana capensis. The variety is rubra. They have a little bit more of a pinkish tinge to the in between the leaves. I went ahead and pulled those from a different planter and just stuck them in the soil. They'll root on their own just fine. They're really easy succulents, and they can drape over and cover that seam that was bugging me. Overall, I really like how this came out. Fun, festive, and easy. I like it. I'll be watering this with this little syringe here. Just fill it up with water and then get into all the different nooks and crannies. Avoid getting water in the center of the rosette. That's where a lot of the rot starts to happen. This way I can get in there and just kind of push that water down. It's just so much easier to use the syringe to get in there, water everything, and not have to worry about getting water in here and spilling dirt everywhere. Because as you can see with this white pot, the dirt just shows like crazy. I could have painted this. I just honestly didn't really feel like it. I actually like the white. It's just kind of high maintenance. Yeah, that's gonna do it. There are a lot of fun things I could add to this. Like I said, the fairy lights, like that garland with the beads. I kind of liked it. I kind of didn't. Tucking some moss in some of the little gaps might work. I don't think it's necessary when it's this full, And yeah, just there's all kinds of fun things you could do here. Now, I'm happy with just having the plants as they are. But comment down below, let me know some of the fun things you're doing for fall. Fun succulent planters, fun picks and tricks and things you could add. You can also comment and hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. All my social media is linked down below in the description. I do use Instagram more than anything else. I'm pretty bad with Snapchat. And if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It helps so much. I really appreciate it. It makes a big difference for the channel. Thank you so much. And subscribe as well. I upload multiple times a week, and hit that notification bell. That way you know when the new videos come out. Alright, that's enough. Hope everybody's doing well. As always, and most importantly everybody, keep on growing. Bye bye.